Hi guys, my name is Thotmilk Matt, and right now you are watching episode 8 of the Thotmilk Show. And I am your host, Thotmilk Matt. And today we have a few interesting things to discuss. So, basically, I've had a very chaotic last 2 weeks, and that's part of why I did not upload an episode last week. I got some stand-up done. It's kind of hard getting a chance to record it because I'm used to having someone there to record the sets for me, but lately I can't. So, God, it's kind of laggy on the screen. Fuck it, I'll worry about that some other time. I am tired. It's been a very eventful 2 weeks. I'm hoping to put out some stand-up. I already have it written and, practiced. I just need either someone to record it or to figure out another way to do my sets, like using index cards, because I usually read my jokes off of my phone because I don't really memorize them. Because whenever I record the set, I don't do it again. I write a new one because I don't want to just keep uploading videos of me doing the same sets. It just feels weird, especially in the same places too. Like I don't know. I feel like I don't really get anything out of that in terms of like growth as a stand-up comedian, I guess. But yeah, it's been a very chaotic 2 weeks. We will start with my birthday, which was May 8th. I was born 1999, and I'm 27 now. And I was at work when it turned May 8th at 12. And at like 1 or 2 in the morning, I get a call from my mom telling me that... I was making sure we're recording. I get a call from my mom telling me that her and my father got hit by a drunk driver on the way to drop my mom off to start her commute. And the way it happened was this woman was like drunk, and I think she was also in a manic episode. I wasn't there, I don't know. And she was driving on the wrong side of the road, and she came straight towards my parents, and she tried to walk away afterward. My parents, like, were fucking just... The car was totaled. Their car was totaled, and this woman, she tried to just walk away from the car accident, literally, like, she was just stumbling, trying to walk away, and she was just apparently just talking about shit that had nothing to do with what just happened. Like, she wasn't really there. It sounded like she was talking about, like, an ex-husband or something, and she was like, oh, he's trying to take my money, he's trying to take my kids, he took $10,000 from me, and it was like she wasn't, like, present mentally. And she tried to walk away, but this Spanish dude who apparently saw the car accident pulled over and like held her in place till the police got there. Because that woman's a fucking menace. She's just trying to walk away from this shit, and they wait till the police get there, and my parents are taken to the hospital. In which my mom calls me. She gets arrested and brought to the hospital, likely to get a blood test and see if she's injured and whatnot. But I get a call at like 3 in the morning while I'm at work on my like 3 hours into my birthday, and my mom tells me, "Hey, me and your stepfather were in a car accident." This is a really depressing episode, it sounds like, but no, it gets better. And me and your stepfather were in a car accident, and we're in the hospital. Can you come get us when you get off work? And I kind of wanted to leave in that moment, but it's also, I'm better off just finishing my shift. I have like 2 more hours at that point when I found out. And I just stayed the rest of the shift. I was miserable, but I did it. I should be getting ready for bed soon. I'm fucking hungry. But basically, after work, I went to go visit my parents, and first I went to go see my mom. My mom was pretty much perfectly fine. Her right side hurt, and she had like a bruise on her chest from, I guess, the airbag. But she was mostly fine. My stepfather, on the other hand, re-injured an injury in his back. And he thinks he did. And now he just has back problems, and it's hard for him to get around without being in excruciating pain. He'll be out of it, though. And yeah, that's how my birthday started. I got breakfast with my mom, and then we just waited for my stepdad to leave after they did an MRI and all that cool fly shit. And then I dropped my parents. And then I kind of hung out with my parents for a little longer, but then I decided to go home because I need to get some sleep because I had just gotten off of work. And you'll notice progressively throughout the story, my birthday kind of keeps getting worse up to an extent. And after that, I go to my apartment, and it turns out that there's being electrical work done, and my apartment wouldn't have electricity for the next 10 hours. Which I'm gonna be honest, that really fucking sucked. Like, it's one thing. Okay, the shit with my parents, that really fucking sucked. That kind of ruined it for me, thinking my dad's dead. You know, but like he wasn't. So like that kind of worked out. But like just coming home and there's no fucking power, I'm like, all right. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? How do I charge my phone? Like, you'd be surprised with how bored you will be without electricity in today's day and age. Like, you kind of need it at this point, unfortunately. And so I'm just at home, fucking just laying there. I already knew by the time I got home that if I slept, I'd sleep my entire birthday, and I didn't want to do that. So I just stayed up. And I think at some point I napped for like 3 hours, and then I woke up. And I, like, started my day. I went to go... my father wasn't really able to walk, so I went to get Korean barbecue with my mom. And I feel like I'm just describing my week to you guys, because it has been a lot. And I go get like, K-pop with my mom, which is that Korean barbecue shit where you basically make the food yourself. And I'm going to tell you guys something I hate. I hate when it's your birthday and you go to a restaurant and they try to sing you that fucking... Happy birthday. No, none of that shit. I hate that shit personally. But yeah, no, the moment they were about to start it, I just like stared at the ground with that like 1,000-yard stare, and they just didn't do it. They're like, yeah, no, you don't want to deal with that shit. We don't want to do it. I'm like, no one wants to do it. No one wants to be there for it. I think people that like that shit just... I don't know. It's like, why are you making these strangers dance for you? They don't give a fuck about your birthday. I don't give a fuck about it. Let's not do that. They gave me a fucking... Oh, I have it here, actually. They gave me, like a coffee mug. Not a coffee mug, a vacuum cup. Basically, I can keep hot liquids in this, and they'll stay hot. Whatever. You know, those fucking... Oh, shit, we're doing an unboxing. Whoa! I never actually opened this thing. Oh, neat. I don't really care about shit like that. But yeah, no, and then after that, I went to go see the girl I'd been seeing, Jay, and we got drinks. And it was pretty cool. It wasn't a bad birthday. I got 2 games I wanted. I got Crimson Desert and Ghost of Yotei, the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. I haven't played them yet. I'm still playing Hogwarts Legacy, which I've been getting really into. And yeah. But, oh, I also got $100. That was sick. I don't usually get much for my birthday, but I feel like my parents are nicer to me now ever since I moved out, which is pretty neat. Yeah. And then a few days after my birthday, it's Mother's Day, so I had to take my mom to... Where did I take her to go get? Oh, I took her to Bath and Body Works to go get a candle and a lotion, because that's really all she wanted. I feel like people say it's corny to let people pick their gifts out, but it's also, why the fuck not? At least I'm getting you something. Just pick out what you want, if that's what you want to do. Like, I get it when people are like, oh no, you don't put effort into the gift, you don't pick it out yourself. No. Take this gift card. Go fuck yourself. Please, and thank you. Like, I don't want to be fucking struggling to figure out what you want. Yeah, my mom got a candle, and all this shit is expensive. Everything is so fucking expensive now. Gas is ridiculous, all because of this Strait of Hormuz, Israel bullshit. We're not going to get into that, really. We got more shit to talk about. And I got my mom a candle and a lotion at the mall, and... Did we go get food? I don't think we did. Yeah, I don't remember if we went to go get food. I was very tired that day. No, I wasn't. Mother's Day, I actually got some sleep that day. But yeah, I spent some time with my mom, and during this whole time, like, my stepfather's practically, like, he's not immobile, like, he can move around and stuff, he's just in god-awful pain. But yeah, on Mother's Day, fuck, I feel like I had to have taken my mom somewhere besides the mall. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't remember if I did. I'll have to fucking ask her because now I'm really genuinely curious. My memory has been kind of going to shit. I feel like from smoking so much goddamn reefer. But what's it called? Yeah, Mother's Day was pretty standard, and what's it called? After that, my mother's birthday was yesterday, and we did a decent bit of shit. For one, we saw the Devil Wears Prada 2, and they didn't. People don't. My parents didn't like it. I don't think they fucking get it because you really gotta like pay attention with shit like that. I like it. Like I'm not really like a big Devil Wears Prada guy. I've seen the first one, but the fits were pretty on point. I think that's what Devil Wears Prada really is about. Like what you come for, and if they don't have that right, then the whole movie's shit. The outfit, the fits were fire. I liked it. It wasn't a bad movie. It was like an Oscar award winner. No, it was the Devil Wears Prada sequel. It almost wasn't necessary either. They like the movie came out in 2006. That's over 20 years ago. Like, what are we doing? And for my mom's birthday, I took her to Sephora to get makeup, and makeup is so fucking expensive now. I mean, it's always been expensive, but and it's just like, God. Like, I also learned that apparently a lot of the shit they sell at CVS is just as good. Sephora, a lot of the stuff at Sephora is just hype. You know? God, I'm tired. But yeah, no, we went to go see The Devil Wears Prada, and me and my mom went to go to a Mexican restaurant. A little hole in the wall that I like. And she did not fucking like it. Yeah, no, she was just ditching that they didn't cook her onions, which I didn't see that as that big of an issue. I don't think I would have noticed it if it was me. But hey, that's just me. I don't know. And I fucking this was all like yesterday, but I haven't slept yet. It's 7 in the morning as I record this. I don't know why I make these so late when I don't. I mean, I do other shit, but right bad with time. So that was my birthday, Mother's Day, my mother's birthday. Pretty much summed up. Yeah, no, the whole car accident thing really took me for a whirl because I'm gonna be honest. If my stepfather dies on my birthday, then that means I have to start celebrating my birthday on the 9th because his death will be like Ralphie Remembrance Day or some shit. His name's Ralphie. And I don't want my birthday to be outshined by this man's death, so I was hoping, like, he'll at least pull through to the 9th, you know? You know, my birthday will suck this year, but, you know, die the next day. And that'll be alright. That's much more manageable, if you ask me. I haven't gone grocery shopping in a bit. I need to get on that. I bought more art and shit for this apartment. To be honest, I need to do an apartment tour at some point. Not now, but one day. I wonder if I got any topics. I wonder if anything else interesting has happened to me. I wonder if last week I talked about the David case. I don't know if I did, so I'm going to talk about it now. So David is basically this musician that was dating this underage girl named Celeste Rivas. And she was like 13. I think at the start of their relationship, David's like 19 or something like that. I don't have all the facts. And also, you shouldn't be getting your facts from such a mediocre podcast to begin with, so that's on you. But David was a musician who honestly made pretty decent music. I knew a couple songs. And honestly, it's like the whole R. Kelly situation. It's like, do you separate the art from the artist? I don't think in this case you can, because this dude, what he did was sick. So basically, they found this, and also I need to start rewatching episodes before I record shit, because I feel like I talked about this last week. But it's also one of those things that I think about whenever I read about it or see it for a bit. Like, it really sticks with me. So basically what David did was he was having an argument with Celeste. It was either one of these two things. Celeste was pregnant, and she was going to go... No, she wasn't pregnant. She was going to go make their relationship public and tell the police. or she started overdosing at his house. And when she died, they literally chopped her up into pieces, and they chopped her up in like an inflatable pool so that the blood would be contained. This was a teenage girl. And, you know, I don't want this to be a sad episode, but, like, shit like that is so sad. And recently, David's brother he launched his own music career, which is, it's such an interesting time, too. I think that's interesting. And one of the first things he does as he started gaining some type of traction is post, all pedophiles should die. And he's saying that most obviously because of his brother. And it's just such an unfortunate thing that this dude, David, basically chopped up this girl, Celeste Rivas, and the way the body was found was there was a putrid smell and I think a little bit of blood leaking from the trunk of David's Tesla. And the car had been impounded into a lot, and at some point the smell got so bad that they opened the car up and they found the girl's deceased body. And it's really just an unfortunate thing. I think he's cooked. They found child porn on his phone. It's up for a dude. I was going to say bro, but that is not bro. Pedophiles are not bro. Obviously. But, that shit is sick. What a fucking sick bastard. They found CP on his phone. This man is cooked. He's going away for life. That is a rapper I think should go away. A rapper I don't really know if they should be doing their time is YNW Melly. Because, so, the story with YNW Melly, for anyone who's not familiar, is there was this, I don't remember his name is Melvin Demons. Melvin Demons was a bipolar young man who was part of a rap group called YNW, or basically YNW. There was YNW Sack Chaser, and I forgot the other dude's name. This is from like a bit ago. And I believe that in a moment of schizophrenic delusion, or I guess bipolar, just in the middle of a bipolar episode, Melly had believed that his friends were conspiring against him to betray him or kill him and take his money. So he shot them both from the inside of the car, and he set it up to look like an accident, in which he later was arrested, and they used forensics to match where the shots had come from, and it said inside the car. So they arrested him, since he was the only person that was with them, according to, I guess, footage. And I know all this sounds terrible, and personally, I think Melly fucking did it. It is a very reasonable assumption, and God, the quality in this show is looking better. Fucking great. This is worth staying until 7 a.m. for. This is why I stay up to record these at these times. And basically, I think Melly did it, but the thing is, they can't really prove he did it, and they keep delaying his trial because they don't have evidence. And I just think that's really fucked up, personally. Like, if you can't prove he did it, then you can't prove he did it, because his first trial was a mistrial. I think if his second one's a mistrial, it's either the second or the third. If his second trial, they cannot come to a conclusion, they will set him free as not guilty. And he's been in there for years. I don't even remember when Melly was locked up. I think I'm 27 now. It's probably been like 5-6 years. That does shit to a man's head, you know? I mean, not that I would really know personally, because I am in my apartment recording a podcast and have never been to prison, because I am not on that type of time. Fuck all that. I like freedom. But really unfortunate situation. Like, at least sentence the man. Like, give him some closure. I don't know. It's just like a cycle, I guess, of them just repeatedly moving the court date, and it just really fucking sucks. That dude, I think, you know, should be free, I guess. I don't fucking know. I think he did it, but it's also they can't prove he did it. And you gotta let him go. That's just how that goes, you know? I've been watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure lately. I watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure previously for a bit, but I think it's really fucking gay, so I don't keep watching it. I didn't keep watching it at the time. But, like, a lot of people swear by JoJo, and they say that if you just look past, like, how it's kind of gay, then it's not a bad show, and I believe that. It's probably not a bad show. Is it gay? Yes, very. 100% gay. But It seems like a good show. Like JoJo has been around for years. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was being written before I was even born. I think it was written in the early '90s. It started, and see, I'm gonna be honest. JoJo has some really wild fucking moments. I mean, I think the way they make the show is very like interesting and a little campy. Like it's very extra, and really okay that does make a lot of sense, but you just gotta go with it. It's not like Baki where like the story is dog shit and makes no sense in the grand scheme of things. JoJo's story isn't bad. It's just very dramatic. It's like you're watching a play. And there's this one part that really stuck out to me where Dio basically makes a bitch eat her baby. And like, no, I'm not exaggerating that. Like, and this is a popular mainstream anime too, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. They did not need to do that shit. I don't care what show really needs to make someone eat their baby, you know? Like there was no reason for that. And the way he did it was he basically just like he turned her into one of his minions and promised her that he would not harm the baby. But like the twist was, I never said you would never harm the baby, and she wound up eating her fucking baby. A mother ate her baby. And yeah. That shit is sick, dude. I don't know. That shit was a bit much, and I was not expecting it. I'm getting into it, though. It's not bad. It's just kind of gay. But it's not a bad show. David Case. Dating. I'm still seeing Jessley. It's cool. Not much details on that. We got drinks for my birthday. It was nice. And then I went home. I'm not going to talk too much about that because I feel like at some point she's going to wind up listening to these. If this works out. But, yeah. I think I talked about SNL UK. SNL UK fucking stinks, and so does regular SNL. It's just such dry humor. Old SNL was good. It just got too like scared of getting canceled at this point, and it's just too safe, and it's just not that funny anymore. Oh, British food looks fucking disgusting. I talked about that last week too, I think. Oh, I didn't talk about this. I have a coworker who likes feet. And, you know, I think it's pretty interesting when people admit things like that to you when you guys aren't, like, particularly close. And, like, it gives you some perspective on a person. Like, you don't really think about people's fetishes or things they're into, you know? Like, you just don't think about that with people. Like, you're probably sitting next... Like, you could be sitting next to a pedophile on the bus. And you wouldn't even know it. Fucking sick bastard fetishizes children. And you wouldn't even know it. See, dudes that like feet, I think it's kind of becoming normalized, which is, I guess, a neutral... I'm not crazy about that, but there's just too many feet guys. We can't bully them all. No. We kind of have to accept that there are people out there who want to fuck a pair of feet. And that just is what it is. Armpit dudes, no. We have to let the armpit guys, like, die and hate them and treat them poorly. I heard something. Because that is fucking sick. Also, furries, too. Furries fucking bother me. I don't know. It's just so dorky, these fucking wildly expensive costumes. Fursuits are so much goddamn money. Like, I've looked into it. It's like thousands of dollars for, like, a decent fursuit. And I just can't. What's I got written here? Oh, all I know about the UK is Hobbs and Shaw and Harry Potter. Oh wait, no, it's not Hobbs and Shaw. It's Hobbs and Gromit. You probably don't know. You should watch it though. It's these little claymation films, and I don't know if it was a show, but it's these little claymation films of a British dude and his dog going on like wacky adventures. I used to watch it as a kid, and everyone knows what Harry Potter is. That's all I know. Like that shit and Central C is what I know about the UK, and I feel like I talked about this shit last week. It's just, I don't fucking put the check mark next to all these. So, I think today I'm just running through them all again so I can just square them off. Oh yeah, driving a forklift. I guess we can talk about that for another 5 minutes. So I'm terrible at my job. I am not good at driving a forklift. I am way too slow. I don't know if I'm way too high. I just don't remember things that well when I'm taught them, and I'm a little retarded, I guess. I just fucking suck at times, dude. And apparently niggas at work know I be getting high, which is a problem. But I'm not getting drug tested, I believe, anytime soon. I really hope not to jinx that. I have work tonight. I don't think they'll drug test me. But I have to get faster at my job. I took like 4 hours to load one truck. After I got like 3 trucks. I got 2 other trucks done that day. But that shit took me forever. And like my supervisor was talking to me. He's like, yo man, we might have to have you redo your training. And I'm like really doing my best. But the problem was I was not really fucking trained. So the thing is, the trainer... when he was supposed to start training me on forklift, he had to take paternal leave again to help his wife with the baby and all that cool fly shit. But like I just was not getting trained, and when I would get trained, I would just get thrown with dudes who were doing the job, like not an actual trainer. And I kind of got trained, but most of my time training, I was like trying to learn how to drive a fucking forklift to begin with and get nice at it, you know? But yeah, I need to get better at my job so I do not get fired because I like this job and I really want it to work out, you know? I gotta get faster and better at what I do and gain a better understanding of it. You know? I just wish I was less stupid sometimes. Smarter. Oh shit, I had a funny one. How Hobbs and Shaw and Hobbs and Gromit are completely different. Yeah, one is about a dog and a man, and the other is about Dwayne The Rock Johnson and some dude. I forget who the other dude is. I can't even remember his name. God, I am just panning for time, but I will always make it to that 30-minute mark. Oh, Drake dropped Iceman. Yeah, let's talk about that. So... Drake didn't just drop Iceman, he dropped a total of 3 albums in the same day, or at the same time, I guess, and it crashed Spotify and Apple Music. And apparently not a lot of people like Iceman, which I don't know, I haven't listened to it because I'm a fucking dork. I should though, I should genuinely give Iceman a listen. God, I kind of hate my life. I don't really hate my life lately. I kind of just need to get good at my job, and it's really been stressing me out. Oh, I didn't tell you guys what I did yesterday, or well, on Friday. So basically, it really sucks when you blow your whole first day off. And what I did was I woke up at like 9 p.m. because it was my first day off. I was tired. I woke up at like 8 or 9, and since I had nothing to do and I didn't want to like drive to Easton to go drink with my friends, ever since like my parents got in that accident with that drunk driver, it's kind of given me a little bit of perspective and made me feel bad for drunk driving, even if I'm not like when I take Jay out to drink and I drive us to her house, I'm not like very drunk, and we talked about that yesterday. And it kind of makes me feel bad for the times I would drive drunk, even if it's very local, like maybe 3 or 4 blocks, because I could still put somebody at harm. And I don't know, it just gave me some perspective, you know? Makes me feel bad. But basically, I got I fucking woke up, didn't eat anything, had 4 doubles at the bar. I walked to the bar at like 1, so I got there before last call, and I got like 4 doubles. Drinking in this fucking area is super fucking expensive. It cost me like $75 to have 4 double rum and cokes, which is crazy. And basically, I got ridiculously hammered because I hadn't eaten all day. I walked 3 more blocks to go get halal food, and I stumbled all the way home. And I didn't even eat the food. I literally sat on my bed. The room started to spin. I threw up. I put the food in the fridge, and I went to bed. And I pissed the whole day away. But silver lining of that, I woke up early enough to go see my mom on her birthday. And yeah. Oh god, I'm at the 15-second mark. I do try to end these at 30 minutes, but I need a co-host, goddammit. Ugh. Doing a podcast by yourself is hard. Alright, guys. Well, that has been episode 8 of the Thotmilk Show. I have been your host, Thotmilk Matt. I will see you soon. Bye.